So today's training in the mastermind about inferiority complex in communication, how to overcome it with 10 solid tips and techniques. I'm going to go through it because this is what I wanted to start with. But oh, by the way, we forgot the weekly wins, but we did not forget. We'll go through it toward the end of the session. How many of you have already filled it out by a raise of hand? Okay. And we'll hear your weekly wins before the session ends. All right. Thank you. Inferiority complex in today's session. So what I want you to now do is I want you to define inferiority complex. What does it mean to feel inferior in your own words? Write it in your journal and then I'll ask one or two people so it's clear to you. You can give any context. It doesn't have to be the right answer. You can think about it. And also I want you to think about it in an example. So Manish, your definition and one example. Clear? Dr. Suma, your definition and one example. Think about everybody so you're clear. Okay, I'm going to ask one or two people about it. Think of an example from your life. What does it mean? What is inferiority complex? If somebody asks you what is inferiority complex, what would you say? And an example. 30 more seconds. Don't think much. Just write what you already feel. I'm going to ask one or two people then. Type WD in the chat, WD for writing done, if your basic writing is done about what it means and an example. Okay. Govind is done, Dr. Vivek is done. Let's ask one or two people to start with. So Govind, what is inferiority complex in your, let me just do this. Yeah. So what do you think is inferiority complex and an example of it?
Sure, Bishal, thank you. Inferiority complex, from my perspective, means feeling low about yourself in front of other people is my definition. And the example that I wanted to basically share with the forum is talking with the people who are more knowledgeable.
Talking with people who are more knowledgeable.
Talking with the people who are more knowledgeable. That makes me feel inferior.
Okay, because of their higher knowledge.
Higher skills and knowledge.
Yeah, the knowledge here is an example. Thank you. Okay, let's ask Manish. Manish, inferiority complex and an example. Yes.
I think inferiority complex is something which makes you feel lesser than in the group you are sitting in. It always you are conscious about it, and for me personally, I had an eye injury in the year 2000, and I am from a flamboyance business, presentation and looks. These things come automatic. So my doctor asked me, if you are okay with all this treatment and your family is okay, then you should not be doing anything else. You will be risking your other life. Then we were okay with it. But at times it does make me feel that may I risk an operation? It comes to my mind sometimes. And of late in US, in the lift, one kid was talking to his mom. Look at him, he has such a shocking looking eye. And the mother of the child said, just apologize to him. I said, it's okay, he's just a child. But when you were talking about compatibility and you were explaining about your brother, I should have been compassionate about that child.
Yeah, beautiful. Great takeaway, Manish. Thank you. Yes. Shrikant, what is inferiority complex in your mind and an example?
Yeah, so generally when you compare yourself with somebody else and then you judge yourself and then you punish yourself, that's when inferiority complex starts coming up.
Okay, pause. That's a very good thing. 3 steps, Shrikant said. When you compare And after the comparison, there is judgment. The judgment, there is punishment to yourself, mentally, emotionally, whatever. That's a very good stuff. That's good. Yeah. An example, Shrikant.
Yeah, so I think when especially when I was in school, I think in terms of marks, there was a judgment, not just from myself, but also parents. And I think that sort of builds inferiority complex. I'm sure a lot of people can resonate with that example. I definitely can.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for sharing, Shrikant. Appreciate it. So what inferiority complex basically here is, there is a sense of, write this down, less than, two words, a feeling of less than. So less than. And today, less than what exactly we'll talk about, because in the next 60 minutes, I'm going to be showing you what does it mean, but more important than how to overcome it with 10 solid tips and techniques instantly, whether it's your communication, whether it's your personality, whether it's about your money, about your health, about your relationship, how to overcome it with 10 solid tips and techniques. And it's going to be amazing for you. How many of you, by a raise of hand, are excited about learning these 10 techniques? Absolutely.